After winning the 2022 Formula One Championship at the Japanese Grand Prix on Sunday, Max Verstappen is now a two-time world champion. The Red Bull driver is quickly cementing his place among the sport's greatest drivers in history. He now shares a Grand Prix victory record of 32 with Fernando Alonso and has won 2 world titles. Verstappen has the best car on the grid right now and is one of the most skilled drivers of his generation, so it's difficult to imagine him stopping on those numbers as well. With 4 Grand Prix weekends remaining in the season, there are still records he can break before 2022 comes to an end, which gives him even more motivation and incentive to keep the pressure on before the checkered flag in Abu Dhabi. This year, he has been outstanding and clearly deserves the championship. Here, we examine what else he can accomplish before F1 suspends operations at the end of November for another winter. Most victories in a Formula One season, a record. 13 victories have been achieved in a single Formula One season, with Michael Schumacher setting the record in 2004 and Sebastian Vettel tying it in 2013. There are still 4 Grand Prix to go, therefore it is more than likely that Max will surpass each of these records by a significant margin. Most podiums in a Formula One season is a joint record. Verstappen already owns the record for the most podium finishes in a calendar year after collecting 18 top 3 finishes in 2021 while the route to his maiden world championship. With his incredible consistency over the past 2 seasons, he can tie that record this season if he finishes on the podium at the final 4 races. Largest title victory margin in a Formula One season. After his victory at Suzuka, Verstappen has a 113-point lead over Sergio Perez in the standings. When the dust settles at the conclusion of the season in Abu Dhabi, Verstappen may well break the previous record for the largest margin of victory. Sebastian Vettel currently holds the record after defeating Fernando Alonso by 155 points back in 2013. Verstappen might break it if he keeps winning, and Perez and Leclerc, who are trailing him, make a few more mistakes. Most points ever scored in an F1 season. After an outstanding year, Verstappen now has 366 points for 2022. Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton set the record for the most points in a season in 2019 as he won his 6th World Championship, setting the mark at 413 points. There's a good probability that Max can also beat this record because there are still 4 races and a sprint to run. Regardless of whether he can break these records or not this year, there is no doubt that Max Verstappen is a once-in-a-generation talent. With a competitive car and some luck, he is likely to break Hamilton's and Schumacher's World Drivers' Championship record of 7. The only factor that may stop Verstappen is untimely career choices, like what happened to Alonso throughout his career, or another constructor building a well-performing car like Mercedes did in the hybrid era. In any case, the young Dutch pilot will carry the torch of extreme motor racing for years to come, and we will witness his legacy develop with each race, podium, and win. So friends, what do you think about Verstappen's future? Let us know in the comments down below and take care.